back with us on the SportsMax zone. So, what does the king of comedy, Oliver Samuels, and the gospel singer Jabez have in common? Well, they are both past students of Dinthill Technical High School in St. Catherine, and both will be at the Fundraising Mediathon being held by the school on Sunday, July 25 from 1 to 5 p.m. Samuels will be hosting the event with fellow alumnus Joylene Griffiths, while Jabez is part of a lineup of performers you will see in an event dubbed The Future Beckons. The funds raised from this Mediathon will aid in restarting the Dinthill Dairy Project, and here to tell us more is organizer committee member Donovan Bentancourt. Donovan, welcome to the show.
How are you doing, George?
I'm doing well. You left Dinthill when?
Just the other day, man. I left in 1986.
That would be what? That was 5 years after Frank Brown would have led Dinthill to the Costa Cup title. So you didn't know any schoolboy football success in your time there.
And you know Frank Brown was a legend, right? So he won the Costa Cup in 1981. I started school in 1982. So I missed that, yes.
Yeah, you missed the hype of the D Cup win.
Yes, but we have been close. We have been close over the years.
I know you have been close. All right, Dinthill Technical High School, one of the great institutions in St. Catherine, folks, and several outstanding individuals have passed through those gates. All right, tell us about this Mediathon, Donovan. What is it that we need to tell the public that I didn't say in my introduction?
Well, the Mediathon will be on Sunday. That's Sunday, the 25th of July. And it will be on all the major platforms. So it will be running on our YouTube channel. It will be running on our Facebook channels, and it will be running on another network, which I don't want to call on your station.
You can call it, man. If of course you can.
It will be running on JNN.
Yes, man, that's fine.
Yes, man. Good. So the Mediathon is geared at raising, we're targeting $5 million this year. And what we're looking to do, George, is to raise that to restart our dairy project. Now, Dinthill, just to give you some perspective, Dinthill started in 1938 as an agriculture school. And one of the things is persons who graduated then would have been given cows. And we transitioned over the period to now a technical high school. And we have produced some great persons, as you said, the Jabez, the Oliver Samuels, etc. But one of the things that we look at is what's our greatest resource? And you have a school that is sitting on over 100+ acres of land. And a lot of that over the last couple of years, we have used to our strength. But now it has gone down, and we're trying as past students to get that back. So we're trying to raise $5 million to restart that project. And over the next 2 years, what we want to do is to have at least 50 dairy cows so that we can produce milk, we can sell, we can enhance the teaching that we give the students for the next generation. So that's what we're trying to do on Sunday.
Donovan, the particular value though in that form of livestock, a cattle and a dairy cattle to be precise, because I'm sure that perhaps at the committee meeting that conceptualized this Mediathon, that perhaps other things were thought about, were discussed as to, okay, let's make this project the beneficiary of the proceeds from the Mediathon. But even though you spoke about the history of dairy cattle and everybody getting a cow initially at graduation from Dinthill, we're in 2021. What is it that convinced the committee members to go back to the roots of Dinthill where dairy cattle is concerned?
Okay, well, excellent question, George. What I'll say to you is the administration of which I'm president, we have been in now for 2 years. So this is our second year. And we started out by, first of all, putting in a gymnasium. Mm-hmm. So when we took over in 2019, we took over right when Dinthill went to the Costa Cup finals. And one of the things we saw was the guys weren't strong enough. They needed a little bit more pep. Yeah. And so the administration went ahead and we built the Linval Freeman Gymnasium. That now has served not just for the strengthening of the school sports team, but it's now a lifestyle. It is now a wellness program for the school. We moved from that and we wanted to do this dairy project from last year because what we thought was if the school is able to create this kind of learning and also this kind of earning, then what we can do is get out of the begging constantly, the dependency syndrome, and we can get into a self-sustenance. So if we have land, we're saying, let us put the land to work. And this is one of the ways. So just to give you, we would have been very strategic in terms of our decision making. So coming out of COVID, one of the things we did is just this year, we partnered with Digital Foundation, for example, and we did a $5 million project to improve the entire ICT infrastructure of the school. So now, what you're seeing is that anywhere you are on campus, you can actually see, you can connect and have connectivity. So we're taking it now to the next stage, which is if you have your dairy project, if you have your dairy farm, you now have infrastructure where you can reach your suppliers. You can also reach your clients, your distributors. And we have the technology that we can use because we now have connectivity. So it's a step-by-step process that we're taking. And over the long term, what we want to do is to make Dinthill Technical High School the best, not just sporting institution, but the best institution there is. As we say at Dinthill, we are one maroon.
Yeah.
All over the place, Charge.
Yeah, and we're in Olympic season, Donovan, so it would be remiss of me and you not to mention the outstanding Olympian who went to Dinthill, Elva Goldburn, the sprinter and the jumper, a fantastic person and someone who flew your flag well.
Yes, but I tell you something, George, that it would be remiss of us not to speak about, is Les Lang.
Aye.
Who is from the 1952 Helsinki Olympics.
Yes.
And you know, when we talk about the Honorable Herb McKinley and Roden and those guys, sometimes we don't talk about Les Lang.
Yes. He doesn't get his due as much as the others.
Yes, and he was an excellent part of that team.
Yeah.
In fact, you know, and not to cut across you, but look at, if you go to the West Indies, and you know, I agree with you, West Indies is turning the corner.
Proceed.
Yes, but our own Nkrumah Banner is a son of the soil. So Dinthill produces quite a bit of sports persons.
Yes, you know, Dinthill is just around the corner from where my grandmother of blessed memory on my mother's side, she lived at Venetia, just around the corner from where you are. Up there, you can walk around the road and go across.
I can't see why you never went there.
Well, I was from a different location, in the Spanish Town side, so further away.
Yes.
But good, excellent institution. The reputation is strong. All right. So how do those who are watching this program now and want to give? How can they give? How can they support?
Okay. So the first thing that we say is that we have a number of areas that you can give on. So we have First Caribbean. You can go onto our website, and we have a number of areas there. We have the bank account. You can go to Western Union, and you can provide your information there. And we have all of those. You can also speak to the various fundraising areas that we have. We have Jot Form set up, but on Sunday, when you log on, we will be showing you all of those areas that you can come in and make your donation on.
All right. I leave you with this last story, Donovan Bentancourt, that one of my best memories of Dinthill is listening to a Da Costa Cup game on the radio, where one of your perennial rivals in the Da Costa Cup for a place in the knockout round, Old Harbour High, you were playing them at your facility. And Old Harbour High needed a draw to go through. You needed to win, and you were leading. There was a penalty in garbage time that the referee had added on. So Old Harbour High had a penalty, and the guy who was taking the penalty was an Old Harbour High student from the Dinthill area, or I think he may have lived as far as Cheesefield, but in the area, yeah. So he spotted the ball to take the penalty, and the Dinthill fans, their hands were in their heads because they're saying, oh my gosh, look at how we have thrown away qualification to the next round. And the Old Harbour High guy spotted the ball, turned around. His family was in the crowd because, of course, he's from that side. And he went like this, you know, and lifted his fans. And he ran up and kicked and missed. Yeah. And I understand that he had to, he was persona non grata at school for about 2 weeks after that because he fluffed his lines and Dinthill went through. Anyway, I wish you all the best on Sunday, and I wish that you get more than you have accounted for and that the DARE project will be a hit with the students.
Thank you, Jordan. Thank you for the opportunity to just express to everyone, and looking forward to the support.
Excellent, man. All the best, Donovan.
All the best.
All right, Mediathon, the future beckons. Dinthill Technical High School, one of the finest institutions in St. Catherine. Of that, there is no doubt. Support them now, Sunday, July 25, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.